saying two different things to two different people there on Star. I know that was Aaron there. Now, having selected a focus, we can move on to other people. Interacting with other characters is key in Crusader Kings 3, and you have many options for how to do so. You can right-click on a character portrait, including your own, to get a list of potential interactions, such as arranging a marriage or initiating a scheme. This is also where you start wars, but let's save that for later. Right-click your player heir's character portrait to see the interactions available. So this is Brian. Our diplomatic options are arrange marriage or find spouse. Personal, we can try to sway him with a scheme, improving his opinion of us. We can send a gift. We can educate a child. Appoint a ward and a guardian in your court. So does this presuppose that we would be educating Brian? How old is Brian? He looks a little bit old to be represented by a baby. Ask to take vows. Brian is not attracted to men, so we can't seduce him, which is probably just as well, because I believe he's related to us. We can imprison him, and there are two more. We can grant a title. Disinherit and denounce, or request excommunication. Let's start with the basics. Everyone likes gold. Try sending a bribe to your player heir. Most interactions will bring up a second window with details when selected. You can confirm or cancel an action in this window. Okay, so we're gonna buy him off for reasons we don't really know. Pays 50 gold to Brian. Gains 15 opinion of you. Will accept. There we go. Well done. You have successfully increased somebody's opinion of you. Note the feed message in the lower right. This is where mildly interesting but non-critical information appears, and goes away after a little while when unpaused. Certain opinion modifiers last forever, like family bonds. Others will wane over time, like the fading memory of receiving a monetary gift. If you hover your cursor over the opinion number on another character, you can see exactly where the various numbers are coming from. Is it due to a marriage alliance, a gift of gold, or simply that they appreciate your honest nature? Is the stream okay? What's Sketchy talking about? I have no idea what he's talking about. It does look like I have dropped a few more frames. Next, let's talk about your dynasty. As the game goes on, unless your character meets with an untimely accident or terrible disease, they will grow old and eventually die. The story doesn't end there. It's only game over if you do not have an heir of your own dynasty. Just a blip here? Okay. Yeah, I was actually having a lot of internet trouble earlier today, watching other streams and YouTube videos and loading Twitter and all kinds of stuff, but it's been fine for a while now. So maybe there's stuff going on out there on the net somewhere. An heir. As long as your titles have heirs of your dynasty, your legacy will live on. When your current character dies, you simply start playing a new one, the player heir. Depending on the type of succession your realm has, this is likely to be one of your children, perhaps the one that you have groomed to rule. Your dynasty has its own coat of arms, which is currently highlighted and can be clicked for more information. You don't need to do anything with this now, but if you want to look at the details of your dynasty later, it can be found here. Succession law. Succession laws determine how all titles and resources are divided between heirs when a character dies. You currently have only one heir, but let's take a look anyway. In some cases, when you take over your new character, you may even find that they are responsible for the untimely demise of your previous ruler. To continue, open the realm view on the right side of the screen. Highlighted. Okay. No. Inspect the succession tab. What? Oh, it's this. Okay. The custom leader thing is going to take you some time. That's fine. I don't mind that. It's pretty fun so far, even as the tutorial goes on. As a member of a dynasty, you also have renown. Shared by everyone in your dynasty, renown grows in several different ways and reflects how infamous your dynasty is, rather than just you. Increasing your renown will echo down the generations for your descendants, raising your level of splendor. As the dynasty head, the most powerful member of your dynasty, renown will allow you to unlock dynasty legacies that will benefit all of your kin. To view the dynasty legacy of a dynasty, click on their dynasty coat of arms. That's a lot of dynasty. When you die, you will play as your player heir. Okay. I mean, in the same sense that creating a sim and building a house on a blank piece of land takes some time. Yeah, I kind of figured that. To ensure the future of your dynasty, you need family members. Getting married is a good start, but we cannot promise that you will marry for love. Let's get married. For unmarried characters in your domain, you can set up marriages or betrothals by right-clicking on the character and choosing Find Spouse or Arrange Marriage. The two options behave differently, so let's go through them both. To continue, right-click on your own character. Select Find Spouse. Choosing Find Spouse opens a list of potential spouses. They hail from courts all over the world. Choosing Arrange Marriage also opens a list of potential spouses, but only with people from the court of the character you clicked. Your own character is visible on the left because this marriage needs your approval. Whoever is the liege of the other spouse will appear on the right side, as the union will need their approval as well. Arranged marriage can be useful for matchmaking between your courtiers or for setting up a specific marriage alliance. For now, Find Spouse is more relevant for our purposes. There are many factors to consider when choosing a spouse. To help you out, there is a filter function, highlighted, available to pare down the list of candidates. Aspects to consider include potential alliances, skills, personality traits, expected fertility, and more. Some traits are congenital, meaning they might be inherited by your children. Perhaps someone with a trait like that is a good place to start. You can change your selection by clicking the Clear Characters button in between the characters you are setting up to get married. Nothing will happen until you click Send Proposal. Ignore the age thing. They have to be 16 to actually get married. Okay. Sum of all skills, learning, opinion of you, age, rank, prestige gain, alliance power. Because my first reaction to seeing a 12-year-old on the list was WTF, yes. It will want you to sort with the search glass. Okay. Well, let's look at relevance. Okay. Age difference, adult. Yes. Fertile, yes. Religion, don't care. Traits, inheritable. Oh, that's really cool. Alliances. Prestige gain. Oh. Okay, we're asking too much, apparently. Ruler. Landed. There is a save filter setting, too. Interesting. I don't necessarily know that I would want that. Not lowborn. I don't really care. Okay. Health fine. By iron, not gold. Living members 1. Level of splendor obscure. Pretty handsome. Diplomacy +2 for fertility. Wow. This trait is congenital. Has been blessed with a pleasing female physique. Brave, diligent, calm. Catholic. Anglo-Saxon. Diplomacy, martial. Very good stewardship, intrigue, and pretty good at learning, which kind of matches what we're going for, because I'm playing against type here. Okay. Propose that myself and Countess, whatever her name is, the Fair of Bedford, get married. Children of this marriage will be born into House Brian. Chance of children, medium. You can change your selection by clicking clear characters, etc. Nothing will happen until you click send proposal. When you have selected 2 characters for your marriage, you are presented with the details of the union along with additional options such as having the marriage be matrilineal. If you are happy... Use a hook. What do you mean? What? Wait, hang on. A hook is a general term for a relationship between characters where one can get the other to do their will. There are 2 types, weak hooks and strong hooks, which are acquired in different ways. Hooks can be used to force through many interactions, for example, marriage proposals and feudal contract changes. To continue, get married. Select a spouse for your character and click send proposal to suggest the union. To the amicable Petty King Merchant of Munster. I, what's my name, gladly accept your hand in marriage. May our union bring happiness and fulfillment, my amicable husband. Signed, Countess whatever of Bedford. Excellent. Congratulations. Excellent. May you live long and happily together. You may have noticed the toast message at the top of the screen. Toast messages deliver quick-fire information that is relevant to you or your character. Marriages are also usually accompanied by an event as your potential spouse's liege accepts or rejects your offer with a letter. There are different kinds of events and they are critical to shaping your dynasty, so keep an eye out for them. For this tutorial, we recommend that you use Find Spouse for your son as well. Okay. Well, that's, there we go. Okay, so it was still keeping my selection from before. Age difference. Adult. Alliance. Gain. Ruler. Nope. Landed. Nope. That was the one that killed it then. Unlanded? No. Okay. Dynasty claims. If they have any pressed claim, considered legally strong and are inherited as unpressed claims by the children of the claimant. That's really easy to say from a position of modern sensibility, Sketchy. That's really easy to say. We don't really know what it was like living in those times. Let's go healthy. Inheritable. Oh, okay, so that got rid of that. So he's not going to gain any prestige. I regularly have betrothed 0 to 0, yes. And 40 to teens because she can have a lot of children in her life. Yep. Physical trait quick, physical trait quick, physical trait comely. Arbitrary, cynical, gluttonous, temperate, arbitrary, and sadistic. Oh god. Or death in childbed, yes, that's also a thing. Calm, trusting, callous. Maybe we'll go with her. Children of this marriage will be born into House Baron, chance of children medium, inheritable traits comely. Their military strength is inferior to ours. Will accept. Alliance formed with Count Anselmo of Lucca. To the amicable, etc., etc., gladly accept your marriage proposal. Your son and heir, Brian, and my daughter, Bianca, will be joined in holy matrimony. May Saint Bridget bless their union. Signed, Count Anselmo of Lucca. All right, cool. Okay, I understand. Family is important. The player heir will always come from your dynasty and most often from your house. In the future, it won't hurt to keep an eye on your family and their line of succession. Depending on their succession laws, you might end up inheriting titles along with land and vassals from your relatives. Not everyone in your dynasty will be landowners, but every plot of land on the map has an owner. Sometimes that owner is you, sometimes it's one of your vassals, and sometimes it's another realm entirely, many of whom also have or are vassals. Most titles belong in a pyramid-like hierarchy according to their title tier. Barony, ruled by a baron or baroness. County, ruled by a count or countess. Duchy or duchy, ruled by a duke or duchess. Kingdom, ruled by a king or queen. Empire, ruled by an emperor or empress. Every title is legally part of a title, one tier up the chain. For example, each county is thus part of a duchy. Note, there are many dynamic names for these titles. Your current ruler is in charge of a petty kingdom, which corresponds to the duchy tier. Okay. We say legally because, as Crusader Kings 3 lets you play with history, there is no way to guarantee that a king is actually in control of all the titles that his kingdom is supposed to contain within its borders. We call this title hierarchy de jure, and if the structure has been broken, it is often possible to declare war over errant territories. If you switch to the Duchy Titles map mode, you can see that as the ruler of the Duchy of Munster, the county of Desmond should legally be part of your realm. In the recent game where it decided to kill me off like instantly, one of my allies was my son's wife, who had a bit of land that he got. Also, I'm in America. Women in childbirth. Yep. Oh, God. To continue, change to the Dookie Titles map mode, return to the Realms map mode. The de jure title of Munster consists of 4 counties. Their names should be visible on the map. Thomond and Enos, held by you, Desmond, held by a neighboring ruler, and Ormond, held by your vassal. These counties are made up of smaller pieces of land, baronies, the individual holdings of a realm. Holdings represent settlements in your land. Holdings provide different levels of taxes and levies, as well as buildings that you can construct and upgrade depending on the holding type. We suggest you start by upgrading the bastions and curtain walls. Man, this sounds very much like Pillars of Eternity right now. To continue, click on your capital holding. Okay. Select bastions and curtain walls among its buildings. Is that not it? There. No holding. Construct new holding. That's Thomond. Ah, okay. Construct new building. No. Monastery? What? I'm so confused. Lookout towers. Hide tents. Ah. There we go. I got it. Well done. It will take some time for the building to be ready, though. Luminoc wasn't built in a day. Feel free to close the walls and towers construction window. Once your construction is completed, you will receive the benefits of the building or upgrade you choose. Every holding provides taxes to their holder. If that holder is a vassal, they will in turn pay taxes to their liege. Taxes are your main source of gold income. Obligations can affect how high or low these taxes are. Being at war can affect the level of control in a county, which in turn affects taxes. As a ruler, you are likely to be the liege of at least one vassal. These are rulers who have sworn fealty to you and thus are part of your realm. Vassals supply you with gold, taxes, and soldiers' levies. It is possible to be both a liege and a vassal at once. To continue, open the realm view on the right side of the screen, highlighted. Inspect the Vassals tab. Here's a list of your current vassals along with some additional information about them. At the top of the list is the ruler of Ormond, whose land you can see on the map. This is an earldom, a county tier title, inside your realm. Come here for an overview of things such as your vassal's current opinion of you, whether they are considered a powerful vassal or not, and the level of taxes and levies they are currently providing you with. So, Ragnvald is a powerful vassal. Your Chancellor, Vassal, and Knight. His opinion of me is not the best. He is impatient, he has a short reign, there's cultural acceptance problems, and personal diplomacy isn't the best. An interesting fact on that, if you ever want to look it up, is vitamin K prevents bleeding out. It's part of the emergency kit in obstetrics because of that. Huh. Okay. Vassal limit 1 of 20. Vassal opinion plus 12. If this value is low, it is likely you have many factions opposing you. Good to know. It's worthwhile keeping your vassals happy. This keeps them out of schemes and factions against you. No matter how mighty a ruler your character is, if your realm unites against you, either to depose you through war or just to murder you while you sleep, your reign is bound to be cut short. Some of your vassals might serve on your council, making their opinion extra important, as they will be trusted with councillor tasks. There's a limit to how many vassals you can comfortably be in charge of before your realm becomes unwieldy. Going beyond this vassal limit affects taxes and levies provided to you. This doesn't matter for the tutorial, but when you start to build your own kingdom, be mindful of growing too fast. If you end up exceeding your vassal limit, you can grant low-tiered titles to your vassals. Sometimes you can even create new high-tier titles to consolidate your power in a region and strengthen your hold over the lower titles de jure subservient to your new title. Hey Bob, how's it going? Your realm is the complete body of land and titles that you control, including the areas held by your vassals. Right now, for you, this means the counties called earldoms, due to your Irish culture, of Enis, Thomond, and Ormond. When domain is used, we are instead referring to the land that you own personally without vassals, Enis and Thomond. Some things that happened will only affect your domain, Enis and Thomond, while other things will impact your entire realm, the duchy or petty kingdom of Munster. There have been things going on with Twitch as well, Bob, so it's hard to say for sure. But it looks like things have been stable for the last little while. Note that there is a limit to how much land you can hold personally before you start incurring penalties, the domain limit. When you go above your domain limit, it can be a good idea to use the grant title interaction on characters you are friendly with, making them your vassals. As you have no spare titles to give away, you cannot currently do this, but you would otherwise find it in the character menu, visible when right-clicking on a character. I pronounce it Ennis, not Enis, because of the obvious reasons. Yes, but that's less funny. Managing a realm is a lot of work. As a ruler, you have the help of your council. These can be other vassals or members of your court, and they act as your trusted advisors. There's a council position corresponding to each skill, and married rulers will also have their spouse assisting them. To continue, open the council view. Highlighted. Counselors can be set to work and they all do different things. You can change a counselor's task by clicking on the button near their portrait in the council view. Being a counselor is a prestigious position. Powerful vassals expect to be appointed and will be unhappy if left out. Okay. Fabricate claim on county. Opportunity to get an unpressed claim. Religious relations. My court chaplain, Bishop Constantine of Munster, is assigned to religious relations. Schemes are long-term goals aimed at another character. They can have hostile goals, like trying to murder or abduct your target, or be more wholesome, such as the befriend scheme. Open the intrigue view. I like that befriend is an option. A good time to use a scheme might be when you find the line of succession to be not as clear-cut and favorable as you'd like. One way to get ahead is to simply remove the competition, quietly, and with no witnesses. A murder attempt comes with the risk of discovery. If your attempt goes awry, it will make your character unpopular, especially with your intended target. The sway scheme is made for increasing the opinion of someone has of your character. Let's try it. Open the council view, highlighted. Right-click on your court chaplain, your bishop, and choose Sway Scheme. Is this not what we did? Do we have to actually start it? I guess so. Once set in motion, your scheme will slowly progress over time. The time before a conclusion is reached varies based on the scheme's success chance, which can be affected by relevant skills. In this case, it is affected by your diplomacy. If you are unhappy with your scheme, you can always cancel it by clicking the Abandon Scheme button next to the scheme. To continue, open the Intrigue view, highlighted. Inspect the Schemes tab. It should be open by default. Okay, so Schemes tab. Sway Constantine. Right. Sometimes schemes can give rise to secrets. If you catch someone trying to commit murder, it's probably in their best interests to make sure you keep it quiet. You can also blackmail them to gain a hook. Hooks represent a favor you can call in or a hold you have over a particular character, letting you encourage or force them to do your bidding. As you play, you'll find many different ways to gain and use hooks. Experiment with them. Next, let's pretend you have managed to get a hook on one of your vassals. Inspect the Hooks and Secrets tab. Okay. This weak hook can be used for a number of things. For example, you can increase the obligations set by the feudal contract you have with a feudal vassal. To access the menu for changing your feudal contract, go to your vassal list in the realm view or right-click on his portrait to choose Modify Feudal Contract. You may notice that some interactions are not immediately visible. The sun not immediately visible. When you have many interactions available, the character interaction menu only displays the most common ones. To display missing interactions, click the More button in a category. Okay. Use a hook. You use your weak hook, Favor, on Earl Ragnvald. War. War is an essential part of Crusader Kings 3. There are many concepts to cover, but for now let's touch briefly on some of them. The rest and the details we will let you discover as you start playing. The most important events in any war are the battles, which are fought by armies. Most of your soldiers will come from levies, but you can expand your army by employing men-at-arms. If things get really tough, you can also hire mercenaries, provided you have the gold. To continue, open the military view. Okay. When a war starts, you can raise your armies with a single click of the big red Raise All Armies button that will appear together with the war score icon in the lower right of your screen. You can, of course, raise all armies from this military view as well. When a war is over, you have to disband your soldiers before starting another war. Rally points are mustering grounds for the levies and men-at-arms under your command. This is where they will appear when called to war. To start a war, you'll need a legitimate reason, a casus belli, against another ruler. There are various ways to obtain a casus belli. You might have de jure titles that make you the rightful liege of your target. You might inherit claims, or you could pursue holy wars against nearby infidels. Although these are the most common, there are dozens of different types of casus belli for you to discover and use as you play. The easiest and most straightforward way to acquire claims is to use Fabricate Claim on County. This is something your court chaplain sees to through one of his counselor tasks. Soon we'll let you unpause the game. There are just a few things to go over first. Firstly, it's important to note that there are 5 different speeds available for you to play at. Press the keys 1 to 5 to easily switch between them, and you will be able to pause or change the pace whenever you want. Secondly, for certain important events, the game will auto-pause for you. There's nothing wrong with playing at lower speeds, increasing the speed when things are quiet, or slowing it down when you go to war. Generally, we recommend you pause the game when inspecting menus or when you are faced with tough decisions. To start the ticking of time, unpause the game using the spacebar or by clicking the play button in the lower right corner. This will let days, months, and years go by. Armies instructed to march will move, events will occur on screen, letters will be sent, and characters will age. Find a speed that is comfortable for you. You can always change it later. So let go, how's it going? Now, as a first task, let's remind your neighbor, the Earl of Desmond, who his rightful liege truly is. If it happens to expand your realm, then so be it. Using the character interaction system that we went over earlier and selecting him via the map, declare war on the ruler of Desmond. You should already have a valid casus belli, as his title is de jure a part of your realm. For more hands-on experience, we will now walk you through what happens in the flow of a war. If this was just a build a castle, now recruit archers, now attack the enemy GG tutorial, I'd have said to skip it. This is not immo skippable. Yeah, it seems pretty important so far, Arenar. I've been wanting to play this game for some time. How is the learning curve? We're still in the tutorial after playing for about an hour, so pretty intense, but not too bad. The interface is a lot better than Crusader Kings 2, which I stared at in abject terror for about 5 minutes and then closed the game and never looked at it again. Seize the Earl of Desmond de jure. If you enforce your demands, you gain the contested county. Now, as a first task, let's remind your neighbor, the Earl of Desmond, who his rightful liege truly is, etc. Okay, so we've declared war. Raise armies. You have successfully declared war. Next, you should rally your armies. A button has appeared at the bottom of your screen to help you, but you can also do this from military view. Yeah, Selenko, absolutely. The learning curve is intense but doable. I would strongly second the advice that Arenlor gave me. There is a tutorial option. Don't even think about skipping it. Do the tutorial, maybe 2 or 3 times. Rally armies. Raise all armies. You will have to unpause the game or press the spacebar for your army to gather more than a handful of men. Leave it for a few days and the army will be at full strength. To move your army, click on the army on the map. Oop, hang on. Wedding celebration. Oh, maybe we should have waited till after that. With my marriage to Countess What's-Her-Name, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation and war. Of course I will collect it. Who pays for their own wedding? I'll let my subjects enjoy the festivities without worry or care. Might as well be popular if we're going into a period of war. Okay. To move your army, click on the army on the map and right-click the area you want them to go, perhaps the enemy capital barony. If you order your army across waters, it will embark, turning it into a fleet. For now, let's stay on land. First army. Where's my army? There. How strong is it? Okay, we're looking pretty good. Now that your army is moving, it is probably heading into battle with enemy forces. This can be a head-on encounter with other armies or the start of a siege. Battles will happen automatically if 2 hostile armies cross paths. Similarly, sieges occur when you place your army on an enemy holding. This is a good time to unpause the game, if you haven't done so yet. Otherwise, time stands still and your armies will not move. They're not moving very swiftly. A battle. The outcome of a battle between two armies depends on a number of things. The number of levies both sides have, which, if any men-at-arms either side is using, the commanders involved, and even the terrain you're fighting in. More details can be gleaned from the combat view. Click on your fighting army to open it. How do I click on the army? Is it... Oh. Is that there? Okay, it seems to be going my way. Yeah, it seems to auto-pause even more than my pillars settings. Victory! Your army is attacking an enemy holding. Click the highlighted icon, the spearheads, to find out how it's going. Siege of Berlin. Maximum 9 months left. Siege event, 20 days. Daily siege progress, 1.3 per day. Siege weapons, 10. You need to win sieges to win most wars, as they increase your war score. Whenever a siege is won, it takes a few rounds of attack. The area will become occupied, changing its regular look on the map from a solid color to striped colors when zoomed out. The color of the stripes shows who has occupied a holding. Since your color on the map is green, holdings that you have occupied will have green stripes. A holding occupied by the Kingdom of France, however, would have blue stripes, one occupied by the Kingdom of England red, and so on. To get an idea of who is winning in a war, you can always look at the war score in the lower right corner. It goes from -100 to +100 and changes based on battles and sieges won or lost, as well as territory occupied. At 100 war score, you can force the other side to accept your peace offer. Conversely, at -100 war score, they can force you to accept their peace offer. All wars end in one of three ways: victory, white peace, or defeat. The exact consequences of any of these changes depending on the casus belli. The details for a specific war can be found by right-clicking your enemy ruler and selecting Offer Peace, or by clicking the war score icon in the bottom right and then selecting one of the tabs at the bottom of the screen. Okay... Offer peace, request claim. Let's let this play out a little bit first. Loot 35 gold, that's all. Wow. It paused again. What the heck? Not enough. Oh. They're busy over that way. Okay, now they're back again. To the abhorrent petty king Murchad, I have been corresponding with your chancellor, Earl Ragnvald, and it has been a shameful diplomatic display. You are not the man I thought you were. Signed, Earl Domhnall of Ossory. This has to be some terrible misunderstanding. So that's this guy over here.
If I may have your attention for a moment. A multi-year subscriber has just resubbed again.
What the heck?
Allow me to welcome you back.
Winters, thank you so much for 56 months. That's amazing. How are you doing tonight? It's really good to see you. Disease outbreak, sickness spreading. Man, it's almost like they oppose my siege attempt or something. Hey, Callan Ray, how's it going? Dingle Bay, wow. Victory is near. Your war score is at plus 100%. You are now able to enforce your demands by clicking the war score icon to open the war view and then selecting the Enforce Demands tab at the bottom of the screen. You can also right-click the enemy ruler and select Offer Peace. To continue, open the war view, highlighted. Doing pretty good. Got up super late because I decided to start Pillars of Eternity at night. Oh no, Winters. I'm doing pretty good. I'm really enjoying this so far. Not too bad. Been doing the Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 thing again tonight. Finally got to the point where you can repair body parts. Nice, Callan Ray. I think I might have that in my library somewhere somehow. Munsterian de jure war for the Earldom of Desmond. War started 13 months ago. You gain the contested county. He becomes my vassal. Allies share 400 prestige based on their contribution. Increases his opinion of his allies based on their contribution. Spends 40 prestige. You gain 40 fame. Your allies share 400 prestige based on their contribution. War 1. Congratulations on your victory. You have now experienced what it is like to make it through an essential part of the game. The tutorial lessons end here. However, pieces of advice will still occasionally appear as alert icons along the top of your screen. Click on these advice alerts to learn more about certain situations or systems that you are dealing with. Thank you for staying with us and good luck. To my liege, may you live in harmony and contentment. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. What now? There are many things you could do now that you have dipped your toes in some of the essential systems. Crusader Kings 3 is about setting your own goals. If you want a suggestion, we recommend you try to become the king or queen of all of Ireland. War is not the only way either. Or you can click the current situation button up top and see if any of the items under suggestions or current situation strikes your fancy. So, what were you talking about, Aaronlore, when it comes to creating your own custom character? Because that's a thing I definitely want to do. But I am due for a break, so I think I need to go and do that before we do much of anything. Let me pop up our settings here. That's a new game option. Okay, that sounds good. We will do that as soon as I get back from my break. So if you folks need to get up yourselves and grab some food or a drink or something, now's a real good time to do it, and I'll be back in just a few. But I'm still kind of tempted to play them. Okay. I still say, though, that the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring and all them, this is the difficulty that they aspire to reach but haven't yet.
Hold on, Morland. I'll get you out.
Just as soon as I finish looting.
Great gears, you're alive. Would you mind applying a little leverage?
Just give me half a second. Priorities first, sir.
"25% of units destroyed, so that means there's only 4. Whatever's launching those LRMs is the last."
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
What? That was unexpected. Artillery providing cover? Hey!
This is really odd. Should I save my game?
I wouldn't worry about it. The game was expertly designed to have no dead ends or death. Yet still be scary and have a sense of tension. You can feel safe exploring whatever you want. But I'd watch out for the signals. They can be very strong and disrupt the power grid.
Now, do we trust these strange pigeon sister brothers?
But playing classic adventure games has taught me to save often.
That was true, up until Monkey Island. At least with LucasArts-style adventures. Then the designers realized that death and dead ends weren't making the game more enjoyable. It was actually making it less fun.
This is making me so incredibly happy. Uh-oh. Well, it's aptly named. There. Now, it's a little bit convoluted, but traffic can come down here and circle around and get off here, and they can go anywhere in the city, because they can go this way, they can go that way, they can go whichever way they want, and they can cross over on the bridges. It's not the most elegant interchange. That would save a lot of space, but I like this design. What the... What? What is going on? What?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait. Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Kellen Ray and Stara Aranor. Let's start a new game. Play as any ruler in 1066 or create your own. That's why that's a clip, Kellen Ray. I love it too. Hey, Bob. How's it going? Oh, holy crap. We have options. Petty Kingdom of Northumbria. Jarl Ivar, Independent Realm. It's a whole map. You decided to start in Iceland this time. That's so cool. Okay, so... No, cancel. Hang on. No, create your own ruler. Oh, man. Okay. We will go with Norse, or maybe... Jesus, they have a lot of options here. Holy crap. You can go with Taoism? That's amazing. Zoroastrianism. Maybe we'll just stick with the Norse one. Culture. I don't even know what all these cultures are. What would Scotland have been back then? For some reason, captions got turned on and I was watching someone else before you without captions. Maybe they did not have captions turned on. I did restore caption functionality. It turned out I had to go in and reconfigure it all again. But that was easy. Culturally, yeah. We're in the earlier period, not the 10-something. It's like 860-something. Or whatever year that is. Gaelic. Okay. Will be Gaelic. So maybe I will go and... We'll be Hellenistic. We're not going to be Hellenistic. $866. Okay. If you choose the leader in Scotland, then the defaults are for that leader. That's okay. I'm not that worried about it. Don Chad, there we go. We'll have the Chad in common. McDomnell, I like that. Custom coat of arms. Oh my god, the options. Hey, Betwixt, how's it going? Oh, it did save. I just probably have not made it public yet, because Twitch changed the options on those things. So by default, they are private until we mark them otherwise. Just give me half a second here. Oh, great. Well, there's Pillars of Eternity is now marked public, and I've already got 3 different VODs for tonight's Crusader Kings 3 because Twitch is being twitchy. All the ones that exist are now marked as, except for the current one, are marked as viewable. There we go. There you go, Betwixt. You can watch at your leisure. There. We'll go with that. Nope, it has not been lost. In fact, I actually download all of the VODs as well. So technically speaking, I have everything going back, except for one I think that I managed to miss. I have just about every single VOD going all the way back to sometime in April of this year. On a related note, I may be putting more external hard drives on my Throne Gifts page as we approach Christmas. What's our motto going to be? Realm. Just make it really awkward for people to try and see. But I actually kind of like the way it looks. In fact, I had not realized we could do this. Oh, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Maybe we'll go with that instead. Because this one overlaps that. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that, Callan Ray. Even if Latin is maybe not the most appropriate, but okay. Customization points. Achievements limit 400. Traits, education, amateurish plotter. Elusive shadow. Gray eminence. Oh, I like this. If JRPGs have taught me anything, it's that Latin is always appropriate. That's fair. Charismatic negotiator, indulgent wastrel, Midas touched, misguided warrior, conscientious scribe, mastermind philosopher. Personality. Compassionate. Generous. He's got to have a downside. He's got to have something that goes against that. We'll give him brave, but he's also got to have something really wrong. So he's compassionate, generous, honest, and brave, but maybe wrathful or diligent? No. Wrathful. Oh, okay, never mind. Not wrathful then. Arrogant, no. Sinful to pagans, okay. Maybe paranoid. Saw the weirdest commercial for Lost Ark. It was like those car commercials that don't start as car. I haven't seen commercials in years, so I'm not sure. Other traits. Man, there are so many options. This is really good. A towering intellect and wits to match this character is brilliant. This trait is congenital. Okay. Can we ignore the achievements limit? I wonder if we can... Are there ones that are bad? Yes, there are. Inbred. What are the worst penalties? There don't seem like there are as many penalties. Murderer. This character has illegally brought about someone's demise. Cannibal is a positive? Adventurer. This, oh god, you're right, Aaron Lord. You could spend a long time building characters in this game. I'm mentally taking many notes, by the way. Disloyal. Where most people see a relationship, this person sees an opportunity. Any kind of wound might prove fatal to this character since their sanguine humors are in a hurry to escape their body. Achievements are not available in Iron Man when you have not used more than... Are available in Iron Man when you have not used more than 400 points. Okay. Oh, so that's what you meant. Just don't worry about achievements because I'm trying to figure out the game. I see. Iron Man mode and limits on the game settings and stuff to get them. Okay, well, let's make him a diplomat, a family hierarch. He's an administrator who's avaricious. He's a comfort eater. So that's one, at least small, penalty. Okay, that's probably good. So diplomacy is excellent, intrigue is poor, martial is average, learning is excellent, stewardship is good, prowess is poor. Okay, appearance. Ethnicity will not limit any further options, but it will provide the basis for randomization. I like that it's copy DNA and paste DNA. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Now, can we do clothing? No, not really, huh? Okay. Level of splendor, obscure. No player heir. We'd better go very easy. Create your own ruler. Game rules. Enclaves of independent AI rulers at peace will be removed on succession unless connected by a naval path or part of the de jure territory. Matrilineal marriages. AI characters will arrange matrilineal marriages if they belong to the player's close family or reputable dynasty. Realm stability. go default. Comment for a future Pillars of Eternity run. You know that vampire you found sitting on a throne on a big Adra hand in the endless packs beneath your castle? Remember how you couldn't speak his language, so it just became a fight? Well, if you do the Heritage Hill thing first, like you've done now, you learn Engwithan. So you can end up having a whole conversation with that vampire rather than it just being a fight. That's really cool. Cultures can only diverge after having existed for 100 years and hybridize after having existed for 50 years. Oh my god. I think we're going to leave all that stuff. That should be fine. All right. High Chief Don Chad III of whatever the heck that is. This is you. Find spouse. Alliances. Gain. Okay, this one actually already likes us. Daughter of Jarl Halfdan. She's a planner, she's unmarried, she's in the North Riding. She's quick, patient, ambitious, and honest. That's probably a pretty good match, honestly. Norse. We consider them hostile, they consider us hostile. Chance of this marriage, children of this marriage will be born into House Domhnall. Chance of children is high. Heritable traits, genius and quick. They are vastly superior to ours. Probably not a bad thing to, you know, send a proposal then and marry in. No lifestyle chosen. You have no lifestyle. Where do we do lifestyle? Because of your learning education, you gain 40% more experience in this lifestyle. Available. Oh, perks. Hang on. No player heir. Avoiding game over. Uh-oh. It seems as if you don't have a player heir. If you die now, it will be game over. Let's try to avoid that. If you're in this situation, it likely means you're the last of your dynasty. From here, there's only one valid course of action: to produce a legitimate heir. If you're in a society that only allows one gender to inherit, you can try to change your gender law to be less restrictive. If you have any bastards, now is the time to legitimize them. Other than that, make sure you're married to a character with high fertility. As a rule of thumb, women over 45 years of age are rarely fertile. If this still doesn't seem to work, divorce or attempt to murder your spouse. Wow. And remarry someone else, or try to use the seduce scheme to produce a bastard. Time is of the essence. Do not take any unnecessary risks. I love that it recommends murdering your spouse. Okay. Marriage achieved. Murder, seduction, anything to get an heir. Yep, basically. Okay, so let me see. Find a concubine in your court. That's also another way, I suppose. Nominate successor. You have not cast your vote for the title heir to the Kingdom of Alba. Nominate a candidate below. Your vote strength is 1. High Chieftain GordMcLeod of Meath. Let's see. Several of these like us. Oh, fate smiles upon me. My wife, High Chiefess Saga, I love that her name is Saga, is bearing my child. So let's pause for a moment. What are our sort options here? Vote score, relevance, diplomacy. So we should probably just vote for this guy. Not part of my dynasty. I don't think any of these guys are part of my dynasty. But we can always try to fix that later. Your saga will be a happy one, we hope. None of your titles stand to be inherited by an heir of your dynasty. We're working on that. You can declare wars. You can create the Duchy of Man. Title can be created. You control enough counties in the Duchy of Man to create the title. Creating a title may cost gold, but comes with advantages. You may increase your rank. You will gain de jure casus bellis on titles that are de jure part of the title. Vassals may now consider you their rightful liege. You gain prestige. However, there are some downsides. Your vassals may desire the title. If your realm has a succession law with multiple realm heirs, it will affect who inherits what titles, and I do not have enough gold to create the title. You are currently under the seemly number of concubines for someone of your rank. There's a seemly number of concubines? Take more concubines to negate the prestige penalty you are currently suffering. Not only is it acceptable, apparently people think less of me because I don't have them. Well, I mean, if I gotta, I gotta. We have one potential concubine. Get you more wenches, Sarah. Apparently. You took Lethier as your woman. Gracious Absolver. Insular Gaelic. Lowborn. No one is available to serve as concubine. Automod doesn't like my historically accurate comment. That's true. I think we can improve that one, though. Right, what else do we have to do? You can hire a court physician. The court physician is responsible for the health and well-being of the court they are in. They will treat disease and suture wounds to the best of their abilities. Sort by aptitude. We have really atrocious aptitudes here. This is not great. Powerful agent in hostile schemes against you. Chaste, generous, diligent, mastermind philosopher. Cynical, calm, patient, insightful thinker. We're going to go with him. I like the fact that he's a mastermind philosopher. He possesses an uncanny insight into all subjects of higher learning. If you choose to revoke this position later, it will cost you 200 prestige. And Borstein, is it Dorstein, Borstein, or Porstein. That's a weird character I don't recognize. But anyway, he loses 30 opinion of you for 10 years, revoked by court position. Okay, so we're just going to do it. You can declare wars. There's an active election. We have few champions. Invite champions. Your Chancellor and Champion. Your Marshal, Vassal, and Champion. Allow Chieftain Kettle to be a champion. May join your armies as a champion if his prowess is one of the highest in the realm. Oh, these guys already are. If I play this, I feel I'd just continuously troll myself with poor decisions. Very cool. That's probably a fun way to go about it, honestly. As High Chieftain of the whatever, I need brave champions to defend the realm and conquer new lands. I will send out a herald to let my subjects know I am in search of skilled warriors. At least 3 able-bodied men with 12 or more prowess will arrive as guests at court within the coming months. Invite champions will be unavailable for 10 years. Send the herald. Major decisions. Strengthen bloodline. Establish a bloodline known for its strength, beauty, and intelligence. Found a new kingdom. Yeah, okay, so we can't do any of that. Search for a physician. Recruit hill specialist. Call hunt. Pilgrimage. Invite claimants. Divin the stars. Our destinies are written in the stars themselves. By studying them, I may gain some insight into what the future holds. You will discover a cosmic insight in the near future. I have spent many nights looking up at the night sky, tracking the movements of the celestial bodies. Over time, I noticed a pattern, and after days of analysis, I am now confident in my prediction. The signs are clear. My allies are not who I thought they were. I wonder what else the future holds in store. You gain suspicious of others for 10 years. Something has made this character suspicious and distrustful of others. Catil has heeded my summons and has arrived at court as my guest. Okay, let me see. Few champions. He does have a pretty good might score. Gains 30 stress because you are paranoid. Gains 50 opinion of you. That'll work. Well, who wouldn't be distrustful after the stars reveal all those traitors? I know, right? Well, I already gave him paranoid, so he was basically pretty much there already, Bob. The twin sons. Chieftain Catil is spreading around obvious hints that he would like to befriend me. He appears to be a natural socializer and is intimating that our shared talents in this area should naturally bring us together. And he is right. Maybe he can help me with all these traitors surrounding me. Hey, Hammer, how's it going? It's not paranoia if they're actually all out to get you. That's very true. Okay. Oh, here's Sky. I was looking for Sky. This is part of my land. That's amazing. I love it. Tribe of Sky. Inner Hebrides, Outer Hebrides. The Isle of Skye is actually like my actual clan lands. The funniest thing I've come across in Pillars of Eternity so far is the epitaphs of who I presume were financial backers of the game and or developers. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff from backers in that game, Winters. Hey, Jim Racer, how's it going? But what about the Middle Hebrides? Nobody asks about them. That's because they're underwater. Okay. Realm size 5. Bulky, he did my summons and has arrived at court as my guest. Oh my god. 28. I don't suppose I can recruit him too. No, I can't. Okay. Covetous gambler, unmarried, located in the Inner Hebrides. Lowborn. Okay, well. A new claimant. Of all the buffoonery I have ever seen. In Connell's inane efforts to improve my relations with my neighbors, my good-for-nothing Chancellor has officially acknowledged High Chieftain Aid's claim to the Mormairdom of Dublin. You're supposed to make me friends, not enemies. Righteous Lackey, unmarried, located in the Inner Hebrides. High Chieftain Aid gets an unpressed claim on Mormairdom of Dublin. So... fun. Line of succession. Wait. Hang on. To the benevolent High Chieftain Don Chad of this something or other, despite our lack of bonds by blood, I believe we both stand to gain from an alliance. I propose that we join our forces and fight our foes together. On accept, gains 20 opinion of Chieftain, whatever. Loses 25 opinion of you for 100 years. Leinster. Where's Leinster? Where is Leinster? How do you find places? Neighboring ruler, content antagonist. Oh, okay. Oh, that's handy. What do you guys think? Should I do this? What the heck? We need friends. Alliances are always good. Okay. I have a lot of Casus Belli. Let's see. Invade kingdom, conquer duchy, conquer county, subjugate. Wow. Well, I'm not looking to go to war just yet. Your newborn daughter is your new player heir. Praise Mother Earth, Saga has given birth to a perfect little daughter. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would befit such a mighty lady? Can always seduce his wife later and claim his lands when he passes because his child is actually yours. I heard you can actually do this. Yes, that's probably true. Saga Jr. Sort of. Levy desertion. What? This problem happened in spite of your marshal's average martial skill. High demands and a heavy hand has led to a large number of levy troops deserting from this character's armies. Hey, Vikings, how's it going? Heeded my summons and has arrived at court as my guest. What kind of actions can I do? Intrigue, actually. No personal scheme in progress. Start one by interacting with another character. Educate child. Oh, she's already my ward. Okay. Where's this guy? He's already got a fairly good opinion of us. We don't want to murder him. He will not accept. Offer ward. Could strengthen the alliance by arranging marriage between the children. How goes the crusading and the kinging? It's more like tribal chieftains ending so far, not so much kinging, but so far so good. It's going pretty well. How are you doing this evening? What's going on with you? Oh, no, wait, that was not right. Offer guardianship, arrange marriage. Keep clicking the wrong thing. Wait, back. There we go. Children born of this marriage will be of the wrong dynasty. Okay. Will not accept. Okay. Never mind then. Just finished a Pathfinder session, finally leveling up to 2 so I can take wrestler focus and become the pro wrestler you wanted to be. That's amazing. Let's maybe look at some of our neighboring counties here. Daughter of Hive Chieftain Aid. Oh, already betrothed. I guess the easy way to go about it is to arrange marriage. Maybe we'll wait a while. Did they go back to a simplified plan system for humble choice? I think so. They've been that way for a while now, Winters. Oh, I guess I should probably take another break soon, shouldn't I? How long have I been on? Yeah. Oh, wait. What's going on? It looks as if your player heir has no guardian. Without a proper education, they will get poor skills and random traits. Use the educate child interaction on your heir and find a suitable character to make their guardian. You want to find a character who's knowledgeable in the field that you wish their ward to excel in. We recommend that you look for a guardian with a high-tier education trait, for example, brilliant strategist, or a trait such as quick or genius. If you're not willing to take the risk of allowing someone else to mold your child's personality, you can educate your heir yourself. You generally want all your children to have a good education. Still, if you have children you don't particularly care about, such as your 4th or 5th child, wow, you can always assign them to your vassals to gain an opinion boost. The easiest way to find a possible tutor is to use the offer ward interaction directly on a vassal. Becomes your what that Am I my only option? What the heck? Oh, okay. That's confusing as heck. Your spy master, intricate web weaver. Hey, Greenie, how's it going? How many kings have we killed yet? We haven't done it. Well, I actually... We did the tutorial. We went to war. We didn't kill any kings, but we did make somebody our vassal. But then I started my own custom playthrough, and we haven't done anything like that yet. Lots of murder is important. How are you doing tonight, Greenie? It's really good to see you. Your wife and high mistress... Saga catches on quick. Catil, Blade Master, Misguided Warrior, Greedy, Fickle, no. Your champion is an insightful thinker, adequate bargainer, mastermind, okay. Cats are evil. Oh, wait, Anstar, you're here. Cats are evil. Wow. Being raided. Raiders from King Constantine II are in your territory. Raise your armies and defeat them in battle to prevent them from raiding and reducing county control in your realm. How do I... Wait, what? What happened to the raise armies? Throws library cards at raiders' eyes instead. That will work. I can't believe I'm being raided. Raise all armies. There we go. Here you go, Greenie. It looks like we are doing raidy army thingies. Nope. Hey, whoa, whoa. Murder. The Battle of Kilmartin. I don't know what Martin did to deserve it, but I'm sure it was really terrible. Victory! You saw the jokes he made on those old shows, that's true. Okay. Now, army. How do I disband the army? Cannot disband while enemy or hostile armies are around. There we go. It's like fire at will. Wait, what did Will ever do to you? Will knows what Will did. Your counselor Kettle died. Your counselor Kettle died from his wounds. Frankly, he was a bit of a pain anyway. Empty council position. Exactly, Greenie. We're on the same wavelength there. Click to appoint a marshal. Your vassal and champion. There we go. You and I never think the same way, I know. Alright, guys, I do need to take a bit of a break. By the way, Granny, I really like this game so far. Now that I actually have, like, the tiny little percentage of an idea of how to play it, I really enjoy it, so I would definitely recommend it. Let me go take a break, and then I'll come back, and... oh, actually, it's almost 2 o'clock. So I'll probably need about 5 to 7 minutes for this break. I need to eat a little bit, and then I'll come back, and then we'll play some more and see if we can figure out what's going on. With how many people are going gluten-free, poor Will had to go weed off. Wow. Wow. Oh, just a quick salad, Greenie. I made it before I started stream, and that's the food I was dealing with. I say a quick salad. It actually took like 30 or 40 minutes to make it, but it's good. And now I'm going to finish the rest of it. So I will be back in a few minutes, and then we will carry on with trying to get a handle on what's going on in this game. So bear with me, and I'll be back in a few.
Nobody for you to worry about. Nobody at all. Can I free the operative with the spider? No? Shoot. Okay.
Hey, maybe you can use your saber to make another bridge.
What an idea. That's wacky. Who'd have thunk?
Great, let's go.
Wow.
Oh. Delivery on the loot. That's so convenient. I almost feel bad for killing him. Almost. They are just absolutely shredding everything that I don't get myself. This is working for me. Oh my god. Now would be a real good time to prove me right, guys. Wow. Ah! Gotcha. Sucker.
It is so cruel of them to put so many Makos right here and just not let me drive them. How dare you?
It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god. Well. That's a hell of an intro. Bobby, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Oh, there's More than one of them. I think one of them just took a flying leap off that tower. Uh-oh. Oh, that is...
No! Watch my back!
Don't hunt Loki. Oh my god, She hunted Locust and killed her.
I can't quite squeeze past this cannon.
Oh, interesting.
Well, they've messed with the wrong skull this time.
Can I call you Bob?
You may call me Murray. I am a powerful demonic force. I am the harbinger of your doom, and the forces of darkness will applaud me as I stride through the gates of hell, carrying your head on a pike.
Stride?
Whoa! Sorry. Sorry.
I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
Another step.
Nettie? Oh. Shh. What the hell, game? What? What?
Holy crap.
Oh! Where the hell did he come from?
Oh! Gotcha. First try.
You fought well, but we're finished.
Mind you, I haven't tried putting two in a single enclosure yet. What might this be? Locked. Got it. Uthgerd, what the hell? How did you manage that? Ah! What What are you looking so smugly self-satisfied for? You just failed. Antwerps are on the endangered species list. They are rarely seen. That's funny. It bounced right off. You seem to have scared the Antwerp with your behavior. You're obviously in no shape to continue the game.
I hope you're not planning on picking my pocket.
That was weird.
Watch out!
Oh, okay. Battle it is. Now we gotta try and murder them really, really fast. Oh, I didn't actually want to murder Liam.
I bet you I can use this.
Still got it.
Whoa! Wow. Okay, I'm back. All right, where did we leave off? Thank you, Winters, Aaron, Lord Callanray, and Stara. Oh, and thank you, Callanray. Yes, I was very proud of that nose plant. High Chiefess Saga gained the trait pregnant. That's how they announced that I'm getting another kid? What about that whole concubine situation? Are we going to have any offspring that are a little off the normal line? Thank you, Greenie. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, I might have to think about getting some of the DLC for this game. I don't have any. Right now, I don't think it's really worth it necessarily, just because I have so much to learn with the base game. But there is DLC for it, and some of it looks pretty interesting. Your saga continues to be fertile ground for heirs, exactly. Learning perk available. You can unlock a new perk for the learning lifestyle. We got scientific. Cultural fascination progress plus 35%. Planned cultivation. Increased development in county efficiency plus 20%. Or we could go with pedagogy. Your wards can get additional skills and can become your friends. I think we'll probably go planned cultivation, though. Tooltip modes control how you access highlighted text and info in tooltips. In other words, how to lock tooltips so you can move your mouse into them. The default tooltip mode is called Timer Lock. With this mode, tooltips will lock in place after a set time indicated by a small progress bar. If you're an experienced player or just prefer to not have your tooltips lock automatically, we recommend trying out Action Lock. With this mode, you press the middle mouse button to lock tooltips. You can change tooltip modes by going to the in-game menu, then to Settings, then to Game. The tooltip mode setting is there. I think I'm okay with it as is. Your newborn son is your new player heir. Half done. All right. How do we examine succession? Open dynasty tree. Ah, here we go. Okay. Your player heir and son, your daughter. She's age 1. Oh, wow. So making my character generous, I thought I was doing him a favor, but it turns out it's actually costing us quite a lot of money in monthly income. That's fun. To the charming High Chieftain Dunchad of whatever, I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the Sons of Lodbrok invasion of Northumberland. Signed, Jarl Halfdan of Jorvik. Evil Adventurer. Spouse, Petty Queen Ingjernor of Jorvik. Man, I cannot pronounce any of this stuff. You learn the Norse language. Current foreign language limit 0 out of 5. Expected time to complete scheme. Every month there's a predicted chance of 27% to progress. We're going to start that scheme. Okay, call to war. As an attacker. I guess we accept. Now, what do I actually have to do? Half Dan will never feel complete until he becomes full Dan. Oh my god. He's half the Dan he used to be. Okay, so we're fighting over here. I guess we have to raise all armies again. Wait, who are you guys? First Raiders of Sterling, neutral army. You better stay neutral. Oh, you're not staying neutral. Alright, you asked for it. Oh, wait. Victory! All characters believe in a faith which in turn belongs to a religion. For example, Catholicism is a faith which belongs to Christianity. Every faith is different from every other faith. Let's take a closer look. What? Married and with 2 children, actually, Aranor, yes. And a concubine. Your faith has a number of doctrines. These doctrines set rules for each members of the faith and govern many things such as gender succession laws available or what characters can hold temple holdings. Tenets at the top are special doctrines that give bonuses or options for your character, like the ability to meditate or participate in great holy wars. All faiths also have sins and virtues, indicating behavior that is either frowned upon or celebrated by your peers. All faiths have fervor, which waxes and wanes over time depending on the number of adherents to the faith, how holy wars are going, and more. Fervor represents how fanatical most members of the faith are feeling currently, including many unwashed peasants across the world. Wow. When your faith's fervor is high, it is easy to convert counties using Convert Faith in County to your faith, and counties of your faith resist conversion to other faiths. When fervor is low, however, rulers might decide to abandon their current faith in favor of another from the same religion, spawning a heresy. Heretical rulers will convert along with their closest territory and vassals, and are free to spread their new faith in place of the old. From the faith view, it is possible to create a new faith of your own. Doctrines and tenets will cost a certain amount of piety depending on which tenets your current faith has. This is not something to worry about for your first character, but it can be a very fun first goal to work towards when you're feeling more confident. Family members and vassals who have a high opinion of you are likely to join your new faith, and high learning skill can convince many more, but anyone of your old faith who does not convert will consider you a heretic. Okay. High Chiefess Saga. What am I looking for? Where it says assist ruler. Court politics, chivalry, managed domain, court intrigue, patronage. You can change how she helps you. Okay, that's cool. I think I like the overall bonus for the time being, at least. gonna stay right here until these guys take off. Where are they from? First Raiders of Sterling. Okay, so they... Are they not even troops of this guy? Where are they from? Oh, they're from right here. Okay. We may have to go and pay them a little return visit. Victory! Sons of Lodbrok invasion of Northumberland. We won the war led by Jarl Halfdan, White Shirt of Jorvik, against Petty King Aela Olwulfson of Northumbria. Jarl Halfdan seizes all of Petty King Aela's titles within the target kingdom. You will seize all territory within Petty King Aela's realm that is part of the Petty Kingdom of Northumbria. Your war contribution, 0. Your contribution was lower than the required 100, so you gain nothing. Oh well. Does that mean I have to call off my invasion? You have captured 4 gold worth of loot from Mormer Malsurf. This victory has given you 3 prestige. Hey, our first successful war. / raid defense. A reading in Islay. It looked like it would be a tedious evening once the feast's entertainment was over, but High Chiefess Saga saved the day by suggesting a reading from Golden Legend. I also love that one. It's kind of looking like marrying her has probably been my best decision so far. Plush and exotic carpet. A plush carpet, vibrant and soft, arrives as a gift from Petty King Artgal. Why would he send me such an exquisite gift, I do not know, but the fine weave of the carpet is pleasing to the touch as the skin of a lover. This carpet will cover the floors in my rooms. You gain plush and exotic carpet for 10 years. I think I better get rid of it. You gain 15 gold. You gain extra vigilant for 10 years. I mean, hey, considering my current level of income, Bob, that gold is actually not insignificant, which is sad, but true. It's significant enough that I'm actually considering taking the extra vigilant trait boost as well as the 15 gold I would get for getting rid of this carpet. Oh, well, okay, I'd gain a lot more prestige if I keep it. Hostile scheme resistance goes down. What does extra vigilant give me? I get a bonus to hostile scheme resistance. You know what? I'm going to keep it. We'll say yes instead of no. Petty King Artgal, you can declare war. Active election in the Kingdom of Alba. You can create the Duchy of Man, or I would be able to if I met the gold requirement. See, I have lots of prestige. It's money I'm not really gaining here. I even have a fair bit of piety. Level of devotion, dutiful. Where's my scheming stuff? Intrigue. Learn the language of Jarl Halfdan. Where's Sterling? Sterling. Murder. We can attempt to murder Mortimer Melsurf. No, that's not going to work. No valid characters found. Oh, filters, right. Will not accept. No, okay. No possibilities. Wow, that's kind of grim. Okay. I would kill him just for the ridiculous name. This is pre-medieval, like Scotland and Ireland. I don't think you're going to get very far without a ridiculous name. A troubling translation. As I step over the threshold to my champion Porstein's office, I find him bent deeply over a book. This translation of Hierophilus is atrocious, he says with a sigh. If I were to follow these instructions, I am as likely to cure my patient as I am to kill them outright. You should look to the sacred stories for guidance. This choice may lead down a path of zealousness. Dorstein loses 10 opinion of you. Disappointed. You gain 50 lifestyle, you lose 15 gold. Dorstein gains the trait Novice Physician. A path of cynicism. Let's do this one. How's our council looking? Court physician. Aptitude. Hey, we improved his aptitude up to average. He's now a novice physician. Learning perk available. Scholarly circles. Learning per level of devotion +2. Sanctioned loopholes. You can use the buy claim interaction. Learn on the job. 20% of counselor's primary skills added to your own. Holy crap. That seems powerful. Will not accept. I guess it's murder then. Wow, Winters. Factions against you. There are no factions targeting you. Vassals who cannot join factions. You can prevent a vassal from joining a faction by making them your friend, lover, prisoner, or ally. They will also refrain from joining factions if they are terrified, or if you have a strong hook on them. Okay. Victory, dismiss. Excellent. Okay, can we construct a new building in Sky? Gathering halls. Maybe not there. Elay. Take only 2 years. A host of small market villages has sprung up around the more well-traveled parts of these lands. Here the tribesmen trade and barter with traveling merchants. I hope I don't regret that. That's very expensive. A sensual proposal. My wife, High Chiefess Saga, has made her way into my life with sweet words and sweeter touches. Late at night, I struggle to keep her off my mind. The feelings smoldering between us will soon either burst into flames or die out. I want to dwell forever in the inferno. Wait, what? You lay with High Chiefess Saga? High Chiefess Saga might become my lover? This is a romance that will burn bright but short. How sweet, but no. I tire of these games. Leave me alone, all of you. My beloved wife. As I return to the chambers I share with High Chiefess Saga, I am greeted by an unexpected but appreciated sight. Our bed has been decorated with roses, and Saga herself is reclining on it, smiling genuinely. With hands, mouth, and limbs, we reaffirm the devotion we swore before Mother Earth, perhaps in a more carnal fashion than intended. It was as sweet as it was fleeting. Ends High Chiefess Saga's scheme to seduce you. Wow. She ran a scheme against us. I am completely amazing and pissed off and things with Rings of Power. Oh, I haven't seen it yet, Greenie. I just watched the Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition for the first time in nearly 20 years the other day. I have to go through all the other 5 movies extended editions before I can even start Rings of Power. I've never seen the Hobbit movies before, except I think I might have seen the theatrical version of the first one once. How dare your wife scheme to sleep with you? What a schemer, I know. You would think our two children are evidence of the fact that they have lain together a couple of times before. But, you know, hey, if she wants to scheme that way, who am I to say no? It's really good. I'm looking forward to it. That's why I'm going through the series. It's just the extended edition movies, they're like 4 hours long each. I have trouble fitting in 2-hour movies, let alone 4. So I basically got one night a week that I can watch them. And I can only do one. So it'll be another 5 weeks, if I'm lucky, before I can finish watching the movies. And then I can start working on the show. Very nice, Bob. In other circumstances, like if you're trying to distance yourself from her or murder her or something, it would it block you? I don't actually know on Star. That's a good question. I'm not familiar enough with the game yet. Alright, let's keep on going. Advice, rightful liege. You are not the rightful liege of a vassal. This will lower their opinion of you and make them give you less taxes and levies. You should strive to be the rightful liege of all of your vassals. To do this, you need to hold the title that is one step above them in the de jure. A county tier vassal wants to be under their de jure duchy. For example, the Count of Madrid wants to be under the Duke of Toledo. It is very common to have some vassals that you are not the rightful liege of. There's not much you can do about this, and it's completely normal. However, remember to use the grant vassal interaction to organize your vassals. You can't hold every title by yourself. When conquering new lands, you'll often get new vassals of which you're not the rightful liege. Planning your conquests properly can mitigate this problem. To avoid having too many vassals that dislike you, we recommend that you try to focus your conquests within one de jure area at a time. That way you can eventually become their rightful liege. Make a note of checking if you can create new titles often. Remember to use the de jure map modes whenever you're planning your conquests. I'm kind of lying and saying I completely understand, but I'll accept it for the time being because I'm sure I'll pick it up. So Lord of the Rings is third age, the Silmarillion is first age, Rings of Power is second age when the rings were forged. Yep, I get that. It sounds really cool. X-Wing, how's it going? I've been eyeing this game for some time. It looks complicated and massive, but fun. That's a very accurate description, X-Wing. It's available as part of Humble Choice, if you have that. And if you don't, I am a humble partner. Just saying. But that's actually how I got it. I would normally be getting this one at the end of this month, but I paid early so that I could get this and Just Cause 4. Because I think I'm going to play Just Cause 4 on Monday. I know Monday is Maker Monday, but I figure, well, actually, I'll be playing Just Cause 3 on Monday. We'll go through 3, and then we'll do 4. My justification is that it's Maker Monday, and we will be making one hell of a mess. High Chiefess Saga gained the trait pregnant. Man, she is being very productive. Yeah, I did, Greenie. I really wanted to play this. Because I played it once in 2020, around the middle of the year. And I really just didn't get very far. I played it for like 10 minutes, but I didn't realize there was a tutorial. So I had no clue what was going on. And I thought it looked really cool, and the interface looked a lot less scary than Crusader Kings 2. But I've been wanting to play it ever since, but I only had it through Game Pass, and I had canceled my subscription to Game Pass. Learn language, lexical love. Oh, my dear Don Chad, you really are learning my beloved Norse? I feel so appreciated. You're making such an effort to understand me. High Chiefess Saga says, maintaining eye contact. Can I help you in any way? Teach you some words, perhaps, she says. Saga is a good, albeit flirtatious, teacher. High Chiefess Saga gains 15 opinion of you for 5 years, flirty. The scheme Learn the Language of Jarl Halfdan gains motivated by love. 53% Saga thinks it's appropriate to start your lessons with words such as Terpsichorean, Transmogrify, and Lugubrious. Learn language, loses progress, estimated time 8 months. You gain 60 stress because you are paranoid. How do you say, meet me in my bedchamber, naked? High Chiefess Saga gains 20 opinion of you for 5 years, lays with you, grows closer to forming an intimate relationship with you. We have to do that one. My daughter. With a tired yet blissful smile, Saga presents me with a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Yes, we did number 2. Thank you for the shout out, Aranor. Yes, folks. I feel silly saying this every time because all of you who are hanging out here, I'm sure, know Greenie so incredibly well. But make sure, if you do happen to be a newcomer to the channel, make sure you go follow Greenie. He's been a friend of the channel for a long, long time. He's one of my mods here. Really, really awesome friend. Really great streamer in his own right. He does awesome cooking streams, plays all kinds of really, really good RPGs and a lot of good action games. Like he's going through the what do you call it? The Tomb Raider series, the more modern, most recent trilogy of them. Just make sure you're following. Okay. Not bad. We started this with no spouse and no kids, and now we've got a wife, a concubine who has done virtually nothing for us, and we've got 3 children. Okay, so he inherited intelligent. He's not quite the genius his father is. She is a genius. She's ill. She's pensive. Oh, I guess we need to actually educate the other kids, don't we? That's probably a good idea. Educate child. Oh, wait. How did this work again? There we go. Braid is your spy master, intricate web weaver. The death scenes are great. They really are, from what I remember of the first one. You see them a lot. Oh man, it's bringing back so many memories of playing that first game on stream. I just have memories of being whisked down a river and getting my face impaled on just this big bundle of sharp sticks over and over and over and over again. And then there was another time with a whole parachute thing and landing, and there was this one big sharp branch, and it was just, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Educate child. Let's let her educate this one. The Age of the World. They had fun with all the deaths. Yes, they really did. I have been studying the ancient religious texts and the writings of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. By my calculations, we are less than a century away. However, my shaman, Q-Alade, urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the elders and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? This choice may lead down a path of cynicism. A reasonable point. I should consult with my shamans. This choice may lead down a path of zealousness. We'll go with 3. You say fun, I say masochistic. Because, Jesus, they can be brutal. Yes. Learn language success. After lots of hard work, I finally learned the Norse language. Endless hours practicing accentuation, sleepless nights mimicking inflection, countless lessons mastering intonation. It was all worth it in the end. During my efforts, I looked to emulate Jarl Halfdan's accent. I am sure he would be impressed with my results. And, of course, Norse peasants now respect me a great deal more. You learn the Norse language, you ends your scheme to learn the language of Jarl Halfdan. Diplomacy challenge, possible outcome, 74% chance I impress Halfdan with my knowledge. Jarl Halfdan gains 25 opinion of you. Or 25%, my letter comes across as dishonest mockery. He could lose opinion and grows closer to forming a rivalry. You gain 60 stress because you are paranoid. You learn the Norse language. Ends your scheme to learn the language of Jarl Halfdan. I think we should send the letter. I call those games the Lara Croft suffering simulators. Yeah, that's accurate. So really, Rings of Power is really good. I was extremely apprehensive, so to my surprise, it's pretty dang good. That's really good to hear, because I had been very neutral in my expectations. I kind of expected Amazon would maybe kind of screw it up, but it really doesn't sound like they have. I impress Halfdan with my knowledge. Secret exposed. A secret truth has reached the light of day. My vassal chieftain Bjorn has copulated with his lover Gerar. Such things cannot be accepted outside of marriage. She's a bold atheist and unmarried, oh my. This crime cannot go unpunished. Guards. He's my marshal. These accusations are naught but malice and lies. Will happen. Gerar gains 30 opinion of you. Chieftain Bjorn gains 30 opinion of you. Has happened. Gerar has gained the trait Fornicator and lost 1 level of devotion. Meanwhile, Chieftain Bjorn has gained the trait Fornicator and lost a level of devotion and lost 30 opinion of Gerar for 20 years. Because she exposed his secret. We might as well say these accusations are not but malice and lies and make them grateful. Oh. You can lawfully imprison Chieftain Bjorn. I don't want to imprison him. He's my marshal. Every character and county belongs to a culture. Your current ruler is part of the Gaelic culture, which is shown in the bottom left. To continue, open the culture view. A culture is defined by its ethos, cultural pillars, and traditions. Each determines various benefits or penalties to all members of the culture. The ethos describes the core values of a culture. It is the main determiner of what traditions are available to a culture. The ethos of your culture, the Gaels, is bellicose. Cultural pillars reflect the origins of a culture and also cannot be changed. They have a strong impact on the cultural acceptance of other cultures, but otherwise are of lesser importance than the ethos. The traditions of a culture are more flexible, but can still be incredibly important to a culture. Unlike the ethos and pillars, traditions can be changed by the culture head, which is our next topic. So, bellicose. It seems to have something to do with mercenaries, men-at-arms, and levy size. Cultural pillars are Godelic, cultural acceptance baseline with culture sharing this heritage. The Godelic language, Godelic aesthetics. And then dexterous fishermen, hill dwellers, highland warriors, strong kinship, and concubines. Characters can only have one spouse. Rulers, if allowed by gender law, can have up to 3 concubines. Rulers of this culture often kept a number of concubines in their household, regardless of their faith. The culture head is the ruler of a culture with the largest realm. King Causentin of Alba is the culture head of your culture. The culture head can establish new traditions for their culture. They also play an important part in the technological and societal development of their culture, which we will look at now. Your culture determines which innovations you have access to, shown in the Innovations tab. Innovations are the inventions and adaptations a culture can discover over time. Innovations give new bonuses, buildings, and men-at-arms for all members of the culture. Innovations are grouped into eras, so most innovations are simply not available in the early parts of the game. Your culture is currently in the tribal era. Lots of drama, Ansara. Innovations are usually discovered very slowly. However, the culture head can also make a culture discover an innovation faster by choosing it as the culture's fascination, highlighted. When you are the culture head, you can click on an innovation to set it as the new fascination. Cultures also discover innovations faster if they are already discovered by neighboring cultures. So right now, this guy is pretty fascinated by barracks. Staring at stars. From all my evenings watching stars, I have seen with my own eyes what I have only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movement. My shaman does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the elders to know. You gain insight in the heavens for 10 years. This character understands more about the movements of the skies. Earthly focus. No, I will find my answers in the heavens. We already did one where he approved, so we can cancel it out a little bit in balance and gain the extra knowledge. Maybe we'll discover the telescope a little ahead of schedule. Okay, let's see. Plus 92. Wow, she really likes us. Cultural acceptance, minus 12, 50% less as you can speak Norse. Wow. She really likes us a lot. What? Why? How? There is never a quiet moment. My son and heir Halfdan is so full of questions. I do my best to encourage his curiosity, but sometimes I cannot help but get exhausted by the constant stream of thoughts and queries. When a father and mother love each other very much, Halfdan McDonald gains the trait curious. It's so good. I love this game. It's actually also making me want to try the game Old World again, because I do remember I streamed that once, and it was very much like Civilization, but with a whole extra social layer modeled on Crusader Kings. It was really good. "20% of counselors' primary skills added to your own." Yeah, we want that. Can we not do that? What? Oh, okay. I think I have to get all the way to apostate before I can do learn on the job. Which makes sense, because 20% of counselor's primary skills added to mine. That's really, really powerful. Okay, how's time going here? Endurer is 0. Halfdan is 3 already. And Saga Junior is 4. I guess it's probably actually Saga the Second. Or maybe Saga the sequel. Oh my god. She's pregnant again. Holy crap. Alliance expired. Oh, he died. That's a shame. We didn't even have to murder him. Not that we were planning to. Okay, let me... Title, Tribe of Dublin, holder me. Wait, I have this one? I didn't know I had this one. What the heck? That's cool. And I have more money now, too. How did I get up? Oh, my monthly income improved quite a bit. In relative terms. Constructing trading outposts. 13 days left. That's almost finished. This might be the natural next spot to build markets. Okay, now that gives us plus 0.4 per month. Plus 0.4. Trade port. Ooh, plus 0.3. Plus 0.4. Okay. You know, 0.4 is still... That would make Sky a lot more valuable. You can lawfully imprison... No, we're not going to just do that. Declare war? No. Trading outpost constructed in the Inner Hebrides. Okay, so yeah, that's increased our monthly income. Neighboring ruler won war. Your neighbor, King Cossetin, has won against Dorgil Froni, a nobleman from Kirkwall, in the Alban conquest of the chiefdom of Orknejar. Or Orknejar. My pronunciation is going to be so terrible, guys. I'm warning you now. What's in a name? With the babe cradled in her arms, High Chiefess Saga looks up at me, her face a picture of serenity. My love, could we name him Ragnar, after my perceptive grandfather? A lovely idea. Ragnar it is. Okay, let's see. So that's another new kid. He is intelligent. Intelligent and curious. Intelligent. Genius and pensive. Saga is often lost in thought, trying to understand the world around her. She often relies on books and systems to make sense of things. But now we need to educate this one. Let me see. Ketil, your champion. We could make him do it. Or Alpha. Blade Master and insightful thinker. Patient, calm, cynical. We could have the shaman do it. That would get us back in the good books again. And if we end up sending this guy to, you know, the monastery or whatever, then he'll have a good upbringing for that. I think we'll do that. To the blathering High Chieftain Don Chad, I have been corresponding with your Chancellor, Connellan, and it has been a shameful diplomatic display. You are not the man I thought you were. Signed, Chieftain Kumashk of the Ulster. This has to be some terrible misunderstanding. Gained level of devotion. You are known for dedication to your faith. To the benevolent High Chief Donchad of the thing, I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the Jorvik conquest of the Earldom of Cheshire. Signed, Jarl Halfdan of Jorvik. Enemies. Petty King Bergrid Bjornderedson of Mercia. Okay. Raise all armies. Okay. Now, who are we fighting? That's Wessex. Mercia. Is this it? I think this is it. I'm tempted to get this just to see how crazy you can make things. From what I hear, I mean, it basically gives you the world as it was known at that time and lets you just completely screw everything up. It's pretty good. Wait, whoa, oh, that, okay, never mind. That's our guys, isn't it? No, that's an enemy army. That's right, you run away. Okay, so what are we... Cannot toggle raiding outside own territory. Unable to raid. What can we do? We can battle. Ooh. Our champion Connellan was maimed by Rotor. Oh, this is not going well. Do I have any options? Why do I not have a commander? Oh god. Vassal and champion. Oh, geez. Okay. I guess I should have assigned a commander earlier, instead of just sending a mass of people. Your Councillor Connellan died. Your Councillor Gear died. Allied combatants slain. Increased military presence. Your Marshal's average martial skill led to this windfall. We need a new Chancellor. Fear. I guess Catild. And then Steward. Well, at least I helped a little bit, kinda. Oh, crap. First Army of Sky. Oh, that's a lot of raiders. Holy crap. Court positions are assignments and honors you can give to your courtiers and vassals. Each gives you a benefit at the cost of a monthly salary. For example, the court physician will keep you and your court healthy. Open the court positions, okay. Was that not it? Ah, there. You can appoint new court positions by clicking the one of the empty portraits for a vacant court position. A character with a high aptitude for the position will give you a greater bonus. When you appoint a position to someone, it also affects their opinion of you. A position may be more ceremonial where aptitude is not as important and can instead be given to a dissatisfied vassal. Each court position costs you a monthly salary. Make sure you do not go into debt by handing out court positions. Have a good night, Bob. Court Jester. Possibility for stress-relieving events. Master of the Horse, Master of the Hunt. High Almoner. Cupbearer. Antiquarian. Okay. I'm not going to appoint anybody right now. I guess non-spoiler, but my favorite part of Rings of Power has nothing to do with elves. Yep, that's definitely not a spoiler. You cannot command an army. Is commanding another army. Does not take orders from the army owner. I guess it's going to have to be him. Oh, I'm commanding the army of Sky personally? Do I really want to be doing that? That seems like a terrible idea. Declaration of Love. As I push aside the sheets to lay down, I find a little scroll rusting on my bolster. Someone has entered my chambers unnoticed. A chill runs down my spine as I carefully unroll the thick parchment. My brave paragon, lord of my heart, I can keep my feelings secret no longer. From this day on, I will do everything in my power to prove my loyal affections. We will see each other soon. Until then, dream of me, my love. Eternally yours, Freydis. Who is Freydis? Freydis will attempt to win my heart. Oh, she's my spy master. Oh, crap. She's a treacherous ravener and married to Ivar. Wow. Ends Freydis' scheme to romance you. Oh boy. This is really awkward. I'm in a dedicated relationship with my wife, so I kind of have to turn her down, but she's my spy master. Do I really want to piss her off? If I say you flatter me, my lady, it says she will attempt to win my heart. It doesn't mean she'll succeed. I also worry about the consequences of upsetting your spy master, yes. Oh boy. I'm not sure what to do about this one. What do you guys think? If there was a let her down gently option, but then is there ever a sufficiently gentle option? Not really. See, and it's further disturbing because we already know she's capable of slipping in and out of the bedchambers unnoticed, which means next time it might not be a note she leaves. Can I do that, Aranor? Like, she's already my spy master, though. And what options do I have to take here to make that happen? First option. Welcome on in. What's the worst that could happen? Wow, Ansara. Turning my own words against me. All right, fine. You flatter me, my lady. Find a concubine in your court. No one is available to serve as concubine. A concubine is of lesser status than a spouse allowed in face with the concubine's doctrine. Unlike marriage, concubinage does not yield alliances. Concubines can also be set aside at will without the complications of a divorce. The children of concubines are considered legitimate. Concubinage is mutually exclusive with polygamous. I don't have any idea what the filters would be. The magnifying glass icon? Where is it? I don't even see the icon itself. Remember, I get tunnel vision. I legit cannot see an hourglass icon. You're gonna have to direct my gaze. When you choose to find one, but I can't. It's not clickable. It should be any female concubine or courtier. Yeah, I can't do anything with these options. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it plays out. Gained a stress level. You have been overwhelmed by stress. Stress measures a character's mental well-being. Characters gain stress when taking actions that conflict with their personality. Characters who gain enough stress will also gain a stress level, causing various negative effects that persist until they manage to reduce their stress. I'm sure I can't relate to that at all. Oh, it's just that you can't make a married woman a concubine. Okay, and there are no other single women in his court, so that's why the option's grayed out. Got it. Okay. She is married, that's true. Mental break. Dark thoughts. Guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All of my sins, my flaws, my failings, these dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish, but what could possibly help? Donating to charity will make up for my sins. Improvident. Chad habitually gives far more money away to charities than he can reasonably afford. That's reasonable. Maybe a couple of drinks will help. You gain the trait drunkard. I must be strong and resist these impulses. If you are still stressed in 5 years, you may suffer another mental break. Then Chad is taken to the bottle and is continually looking for its bottom. Tiny penalty to health. Little bit of a penalty to stewardship and prowess. Diplomacy gains an actual... Oh my god, that comes with an income penalty. We already make pitifully little money. I think we're gonna have to do drunkard. You are no longer as overwhelmed by stress. Thank you, Chromosins. I had forgotten she's married. You can unlock a new perk for the learning lifestyle. Open-minded. You can learn 2 additional languages without any penalties. Lathier gained the trait pregnant. Oh! Another legitimate child through the concubine. Suspicious that that happened immediately after becoming a drunkard. Player, heir, and son. Bold planner. There is rarely a silent moment with Afghan, constantly asking questions. He is curious about everything and everyone. Diplomacy +1 and learning +1. Unlanded, at your court in the Inner Hebrides. I love this game and it's a lot to learn. Yeah. Technically, this is not my first time playing it, but my first time playing it consisted of 10 minutes of staring at it without realizing there was a tutorial and just kind of, you know, blinking in abject terror. Although I lasted quite a bit longer than the 2 minutes I spent staring at Crusader Kings 2, so there's that. Preaching unorthodox doctrine. Your shaman's poor learning skill caused this problem. Trading outpost constructed in sky. Okay, excellent. We can't afford to build more, but our trade empire is improving. Not that it's really helped our income all that much. We're so poor. Okay, I think we can disband. Praise Mother Earth, Lathier has given birth to a perfect little son. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? That name works for me. That's fine. Okay. Oh, wow. It's been 7 years already since she was born? Damn. 5, 3, 1. Child of concubine, fame trait, diplomacy -1. Intelligent. All the kids so far have been intelligent except the one that's a genius. Adequate bargainer, forgiving, compassionate, fickle. No, maybe not her. Conscientious scribe.